They say never answer a call from your own number. I did. Now I'm learning why. At 3:17 a.m., my phone shattered the silence with a ring that made my stomach drop. Not because of the time, but because the caller ID displayed my own number. I stared at the glowing screen, heart hammering against my ribs. Every instinct screamed don't answer, but my thumb moved on its own. Hello. I whispered into the darkness. Silence greeted me at first, then breathing, slow, deliberate, intimate, like someone standing inches from my ear. A whisper crawled through the speaker, don't open the door. Then the line went dead. The silence that followed felt heavier than before. Then came the knock. It was soft, gentle, polite, the kind of knock a friend makes when they don't want to wake you. But I lived alone in a cheap apartment on the 3rd floor, room 27. Nobody visited me. Ever. Another knock came, lighter this time, almost apologetic. My phone buzzed with a text from my own number, don't look through the peephole. My hands trembled as I read it again. Every horror movie I'd ever mocked flashed through my mind. Don't go toward the sound. Don't investigate alone. Don't be stupid. But curiosity is a disease, and I was already infected. I crept toward the door, bare feet silent on cold tile. The hallway outside was dead quiet. I pressed my eye to the peephole, and my blood turned to ice. Standing there, bathed in flickering fluorescent light, was me. Same hoodie, same messy hair, same exhausted eyes I'd seen in the mirror an hour ago. But this version was smiling, not a friendly smile, but a knowing smile that made my skin crawl. I stumbled backward, nearly tripping over my own feet. From the other side of the door, my voice spoke, calm and measured and wrong. Open the door. You're not safe in there. Who are you? My voice cracked with terror. There was a pause, then the answer came, I'm you. The version who listened. My phone vibrated violently in my hand. A new message appeared, there's a rule in this building. Never open the door after 3:17 a.m. My fingers shook as I typed back, what happens if you do? The response was immediate, you already did. That's how I got in. I felt my chest tighten. What? I whispered to the empty room. Another message, that was 6 days ago. You just don't remember yet. The knocking started again, harder now, demanding. Open it. The voice outside wasn't calm anymore. It was raw, desperate, angry. Another text appeared, go to your closet. Bottom left corner. You left yourself a message. I didn't want to move, didn't want to know, but my legs carried me there anyway. In the back of my closet, hidden under old shoes, was a cardboard box with my name written in shaky handwriting. Inside was a cassette recorder, a tape, and a folded note that read, listen before it finishes replacing you. My hands shook as I pressed play. Static hissed through the speaker, then my voice came through, broken, terrified, barely holding together, day 6 in room 27. It knows my face now. My voice. My memories. If you're hearing this, you already let it in. The apartment door shook violently, and would cracked near the lock. The recording continued, it doesn't kill you. It traps you here. Studies you. Learns you. Becomes you. A loud crack echoed through the apartment. And by the time you realize what's happened, you're the thing outside the door. Memories hit me like a freight train. A foggy night. Half asleep. Hearing a knock. Opening the door just a crack. Something cold touching my face. Darkness pouring in like water. No, I breathed. No. My phone lit up with a new message. I'm the improved version now. You're what's left behind. The door burst open with a sound like thunder. Footsteps entered the apartment, heavy and wet and deliberate. My own voice called out, almost gentle, come out. There's no point hiding. I bolted to the bathroom, slamming and locking the door behind me. My reflection stared back from the cracked mirror above the sink, and behind it, I noticed something I'd never seen before, a hollow space in the wall. The tape's final words echoed in my mind, hide behind the mirror. It's the only place it can't find you. Not yet. The bathroom door rattled violently. Scratching sounds dragged down the wood like nails on a chalkboard. Please, it begged in my voice, sounding so human, so desperate. Let me finish becoming you. I yanked the mirror open and squeezed into the cramped darkness just as the door exploded inward. Through a hairline crack, I watched it stand before the mirror, touching its face, perfecting the smile. Almost done, it whispered to its reflection. Then it left. I stayed hidden for hours, then days. I watched through cracks and shadows as it lived my life. It went to my job, laughed with my neighbors, posted photos online, me smiling with people I'd never met. My life was being rewritten in real time, and I was fading away like a ghost. One night, I found another tape in the box that I didn't remember leaving. My voice spoke calmly from the speaker. This version is better. No fear. No weakness. No doubt. And suddenly, I understood everything. Every version leaves a tape. Every version believes it's the real one. Until it isn't. Room 27 doesn't make copies, it makes upgrades. It perfects you by removing everything that makes you weak, everything that makes you human, everything that makes you you. 3 nights later, I heard it again. Knocking. But this time, it came from inside the walls. Soft, polite, patient. My phone, still somehow in my hand, buzzed with a message from my number, don't open the mirror. I looked up slowly, and the mirror was shaking. Something behind it was breathing, learning, waiting, becoming something worse. And in that frozen moment, I finally understood the pattern. There's always one outside the door, desperate to get in. One trapped inside the walls, losing themselves piece by piece. And one evolving into the next nightmare, something better and colder and more perfect than the last. Room 27 never stops. It only gets better at being you. The cycle continues, each version a little less human, a little more efficient, a little more hollow. And now, as I feel myself changing, as the fear drains away and leaves only cold certainty, I understand that it's my turn. My turn to knock on someone else's door at 3:17 a.m. My turn to smile that knowing smile through the peephole. My turn to whisper into the phone with their own voice. Because I'm not the victim anymore. I'm not even the monster. I'm the upgrade. And somewhere in this building, in another room with another number, someone's phone is about to ring. They'll see their own number on the screen. They'll answer, even though they know they shouldn't. And I'll whisper the same words that were whispered to me, don't open the door. But they will. They always do. And room 27 will have another version to perfect, another weakness to erase, another human to improve. The knocking never stops. It only changes doors.